period of time, do you lose the pigment in your eyes?
If you're in the sun, you don't lose the pigment, but the pigment becomes damaged. It's called macular degeneration, and that happens a lot. Now, the pigment is constantly being restored, and by the way, a lot of that pigment comes from vegetables and comes from the digestive system. So, the body's always breaking down. That's not a problem. Under ordinary circumstances, the breakdown initiates build-up. This is how the body works. Breakdown precedes build-up. That's why we exercise. Break down the muscles, they build up. The problem is when we don't have the raw materials to build up, or we've got excessive breakdown. That's called aging, and that's called disease, ultimately. So what you want to do when you have eye problems, and the tissue in the eyes turns over very rapidly because it's subject to so much regular damage, regular attack, photonic energy. So it's designed to constantly regenerate. Most important thing to do is to eliminate anything from getting into the body that slows down the healing process. Sugar is the big enemy, and there's a very good reason why diabetes and eye disease go hand in hand. It's the leading cause of blindness. Sugar is the number one toxin that we got to worry about when it comes to eye health. So keeping your sugar down. Look, there's no need for sugar. Now, I'm not sitting here trying to be a food Nazi about sugar, but the fact is, it's disease promoting. It's not in the human body's interest after you get a tiny little bit. So keeping sugar intake down, that means processed food in addition to sweets, is very important. And then using sugar processing nutrients can be very helpful for eye health as well. And that means chromium, vanadium, magnesium, and the B vitamins, vitamin A and zinc. And by the way, vitamin A and zinc have a especially relevant role to play in eye health. So making sure you're doing the Mighty 90 essential nutrients, keeping your sugar intake down is very important. Also, a couple other nutrients that are important for the eyes, selenium and vitamin C and vitamin E. And last but most certainly not least, when it comes to eye health, are the pigments, the reds and the oranges and the yellows and the greens. All the things that are so pretty to look at are also very important for eye health, but they're in the fatty compartment of the fruit and the vegetable. These phytonutrients, these pigments, are located in the fatty compartment of the corn and the fatty compartment of the peels and the blueberries and the strawberries, the fatty compartment of the fucoid and the seaweed, the algae. So you got to make sure you're digesting your fats. That means using digestive enzymes and apple cider vinegar after all your meals, using probiotics, which also help you process fats. And here's a really important trick for if you want to access these phytonutrients for eye health and for skin health, because they're also going to protect your skin from burning. So they're anti-photo damage. The same pigments that are important for eye health are anti-photo damage for people who are just concerned about wrinkles or getting older. You got to mix your veggies with oil. And then you want to apply a slight amount of heat, and that will pull the phytonutrients, the pigments, out of the Brussels sprouts, out of the onion, out of the eggplant, or whatever your veggie is that you're using. If you mix it with a little vegetable, a little oil, and apply a little tiny bit of heat, and by oil I'm talking butter and coconut oil. You want a nice stable oil. And then the phytonutrients will leak out of the vegetable into the oil and make it easier for your body to access. And by the way, if you have a gallbladder removed or a gallbladder problem, or any intestinal disease, this is a must-do strategy if you're worried about eye health or if you find your skin burning more readily and you're concerned about photo damage. Mixing your veggies with a little coconut oil and butter and applying a very slight amount of heat. Truth Raider, tell the listeners about our talk next week real quick, and then I want to...
Yes, Ben.
Where's it going to be?
Okay, 1 week from today, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to be meeting at the Hollywood District, Multnomah County Library. Write this down. The Hollywood District area of Portland, Oregon, the Multnomah County Library, which is right off of the 84 and 30 freeway. It's located at 4040 Northeast Tillamook Street. It's going to be at 6 between. You want to get there early because it's going to be a quick talk. They only have this limited amount of time at the library. From 6:30 to 7:45, 1 week from today, 4/29/15. That's April the 29th, 2015. Mark that down on your calendars. Put that on your iPhones or tablets or whatever. But it's going to be fantastic. It's going to be called "Your Health Hidden in Plain Sight" with pharmacist Ben Fuchs as the speaker.
Thank you, Truth Raider. Have a great day, buddy. Talk to you soon,
buddy.
Man. All right, that's my friend Carl. And if you're in Portland, come on out next Wednesday, April the 29th, and that it's at 6:30 p.m. Bob in Texas, welcome to the bright side. What's up, buddy?
Thank you, sir. first-time listener, first-time caller. A good friend of mine, Regina Bergia, that's fighting fluoride in Dallas, told me about you last night.
Oh, nice.
And I'm very... I've got arthritis really bad in my left wrist.
Okay.
Second flare, a year and a half. I started a 60-day juice fast. Ended that today. A week into my juice fast, I had a major flare-up.
What kind of juice were you using? What kind of juice were you using, Bob?
I'm juicing at home. In the morning, I was doing fruit juices with grapefruit, lemon, oranges, and carrots, and then I don't know if you know about mean green. I do a lot of that, and then I'm doing some variations here and there, but a lot of mean green and.
Mean greens, all of that is good. You're maybe getting a little bit too much sugar. Listen, we're going to run out of time. I only got about a minute, so I'm just going to tell you a couple things real quickly, and then if you can call back tomorrow, that would be helpful, and I'll get you some more information. Arthritis, the most important part about arthritis is the itis. That means inflammation. Inflammation means immunity. Immunity means defense. Defense means offense. Something's getting into your body that's offending it. It's activating the defensive response, which is the immune response. It's showing up as inflammation and itis. Your job, Bob, is to figure out what's getting into your body that's causing this inflammatory defensive response, and it's almost always going to involve food. In addition to this, or parallel to this strategy, you're going to want to start to build up the joints and maybe provide some anti-inflammatory nutrients as well. There's so much here, but nobody has to have arthritis, Bob, especially not after 60 days. It should be, if not completely gone, it should be dramatically improved. I hope you can call me back tomorrow, because I'd love to spend some time with you. We're just out of time. Thanks for listening, friends. I'm Pharmacist Ben. God bless you all. Have yourselves a wonderful, spectacular, beautiful day. We'll talk to y'all later, folks. Bye for now.
Who has over 65 seed varieties of 34 different vegetables?
Down to Earth.
Who has over 63,000 seeds packaged to last 50 years?
Down to Earth.
Whose seeds can be frozen to maintain germination?
Down to Earth seeds. No hybrids, no GMOs, just proven old-time seed varieties grown all over the country by our grandparents. Our kids have the best variety and the largest quantities of vegetable seed for the best price. Get your food security now at downtoearthseeds.com or call 870-427-3039.
Want to listen to your favorite GCN hosts and programs without a radio signal or internet? Just call 605-562-4213. Get instant access to all GCN live feeds right on your phone, anywhere you want, anytime you want. 605-562-4213. It's our way of ensuring everyone has the opportunity to enjoy GCN. 605-562-4213. The future of talk radio. GCN.
If the IRS has garnished your paycheck or seized money from your bank account, you need to get professional tax help now. Fast action is required to put a halt to these aggressive IRS collection tactics. You can count on the knowledgeable team of tax professionals at Wall & Associates. With over 30 years of experience, Wall & Associates has settled the tax problems of thousands of taxpayers for a small fraction of what they owed. For a free face-to-face consultation, call 1-800-425-4610 to put a wall between you and the IRS. 1-800-425-4610 or look for us on the web at wallandassociates.net. We solve tax problems. If you hire Wall & Associates today, you'll never have to talk to the IRS again. To stop the levies and seizures today, take action now. Call Wall & Associates at 1-800-425-4610. Wall & Associates, 1-800-425